Hello beautiful Taurus, thank you so much for being here today. My name's Mary Rose and today we're here to bring you a message for the week. Your cards are jumping out already. There's some either excitement here or something that you want that has to be told. Something that has to come through. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Nine of Cups. Amazing. The Nine of Pentacles. Get out. Come on Taurus. You couldn't get any better if you asked for it. The Magician. Oh. Are you ready? The Four of Cups came out sideways. I'm going to leave it there because that makes sense. And the Nine of Swords. Underneath we have the Four of Pentacles, the Tower and the Ten of Swords. Taurus. Where did you come from? What news did you receive that turned your world upside down? Who hurt you to the point of no return? What were you not expecting here? Because something here you were not expecting. And this made you go inwards. This news, this confirmation, this communication, this took you to another level. This is not someone that's been through anything lightly. This is someone who has been through the hardest times of their life. This is someone who had their world turned upside down in a second. From some news that you may have received, from confirmation about something that you suspected. Something here is not right. Something here took you by surprise and it came in like a ton of bricks. This made you go, what was that? Where did this come from? And you're still hanging on to hope. You're still hanging on to words. You're still hanging on to your faith, even after going through all of this. Taurus, in the next week or so, there's going to be some spiritual confirmation here, or some information, some contract, some negotiation here that brings you exactly what you needed. With this information, you are going to be able to turn your life around. This is someone that's saying, I'm not putting up with that. I'm not dealing with that news. I'm not dealing with that communication. I know who I am. And with that, you're going to give it your almighty fight. You may be in for the fight of your life, but you have full faith that you can turn this around. I don't know what it is that you've been through, Taurus, whether you lost your business, lost hope, I don't know. But this here is saying, when you thought everything was done and dusted, when you thought all hope was gone, when you thought there was no chance, this comes through. What they want to say to you is get out of the blockage. Start believing that you can be happy again. Start believing that you've got this. You are going to be prosperous and abundant. At the moment, you're blocking yourself from receiving what is good because you're in this vibration of it never happens, it's never going to happen, it's never coming, this desperation. You looked at the spilt milk rather than say, okay, you know what? If that didn't happen, that's because it wasn't meant to be. So you need to keep your hope alive. There is something coming towards you. Stop blocking it, Taurus. Stop blocking it, because what's going to come is going to make you sit back and go, I did it. I did it. The Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. For too long, 2 nines. It's the end. It's the end of the heartbreak to the success. Look at that. 9 and 9. You have stressed about this situation for a long time. You have lost sleep. You have stressed yourself out. You have got anxiety. You are not eating. You are not sleeping. All you do is think about, how am I going to get out of this mess? But guess what? When you start to believe, Taurus, it starts to happen. You're going to go from that to that. And I know that you may be thinking, how is that going to happen? It hasn't happened yet. What have you done? Have you put out resumes? Have you done what you needed to do? Have you, if you've done everything in your power to change your situation, this is going to happen. Because nothing gets done if you haven't done your part. But the minute you've done your part and you feel comfortable that you've put out everything that you could, then you're going to receive. Some people say, oh, it never happens. But then I say, what did you do to make it happen? Your belief is one thing, and that can be fixed. But what have you physically done? What part did you come halfway? The universe can come up halfway. But where's your half? If you've done your half, they will do the rest. Here, that took you for a 6. You didn't expect something to go the way it did. You expected something to work out, and it didn't. And that threw you to the point where you just thought, I need to seclude myself from everything and everyone. I don't know if this makes sense to anyone here, Taurus. Please let me know in the comments. Lots of love and light. Thank you. Bye-bye.